うん。
ここ、ゲルニカ。
うんうんうん。
はい。
はい、渡辺さん、
カナダさん、
ライブ
カナダさん、そ
配信は
れでいいですね。
OK なようです。
はい。カナダさん、それでいいですね。
はい、もう
はい。
接続もできましたので、
はい。
では、帝国通り、
えっと、
You can start from just now。
フィリピンの
始めて
マイクを
大丈夫です。
確認で、フィリピンのマイク確認ちょっとできてないんですけど、フィリピンなんか喋ってもらえますか？
Шановні представники Ірпіню, чи не могли би, будь ласка, сказати щось у мікрофон, щоб ми перевірили, чи воно нормально звучить? Будь-що.
Доброго дня. Ірпінь на зв'язку.
Мгм. Ірпінь
？OK、
から
ですね。
こんにちは、イルピンですと伝えました。はい、大丈夫です。
で、
マイクが。
フィリピンからのメッセージは、全部英語にしますか？それとも、ウクライナ語で、皆さんが
うん。
訳すことがありますか？
はい。А чи повідомлення від Ірпеня повністю англійською, чи є частини українською?
Повністю англійською.
全部英語にします。
Трохи є, бо в мене
了
з
解です。
Японії тут мост, да? Ну, десь годину ще. Да? Я вам не заважаю, щоб мені нікуди не бігти, бо мені тут треба да?
Дякую, що я вам не заважаю. Це таке, що ваше робоче місце. Все таке.
Я не про те питаю.
Ну,
Тобто в мене ще час є, на площу ще не йдемо.
ні, ні.
Ну, що?
そう、では皆さんそろそろ、we shall start.
Yes.
It's on time. So,
Пан Ватанабе,
please start from subject.
пан Ватанабе каже, що ми вже можемо починати, так? І
Чудово.
починає
Я
в нас
перепрошую,
Славутич.
я перепрошую, хочу сказати, що моя частина буде українською, вона невелика, я буду повільно читати. Добре?
Так, добре, я
Да.
спробую перекласти.
Угу.
一人の担当者はウクライナ語にしますと言われました。私、
はい
できるだけ翻訳します。
はい、お願いします。OK。ガンナさんかな？
かな。私あんまりわからないけど。Хто робитиме українською? Скажіть, будь ласка, ваше ім'я, бо Ватанабе-сан запитує.
Анна Мамонова.
はい、アンナさんです。はい。
OK。じゃあ、スラブチでスタートしてくださいって言ってください。
Тож, шановні представники Славутича, будь ласка, починайте.
Hi everyone, my name is Katerina. I was born and raised in Slavutich. I attended school there and I was an active member of youth council of our city. Russia's full-scale invasion and temporary occupation of the city made me flee from the country and my native place. Currently, I'm living in Great Britain, visiting my family once a year in Ukraine. This happened due to the location of Slavutich, which borders with Belarus, which government is Russia's ally in the war against Ukraine. But 20,000 people still stay in the city, including children, young people, employees of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, and liquidators of the Chernobyl disaster. After the explosion of the first reactor in 1986, Slavutich was built to host the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and their families who needed a new place to live in. Many liquidators still live in Slavutich. Before the occupation of the city, workers of Chernobyl nuclear power plant went to work every day, passing through the territory of Belarus. It usually took about 40 minutes, but due to the war, logistics has been changed. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant still operates, and the employees have to spend about 8 to 9 hours to get there. The work shift on the territory of Chernobyl lasts from 7 to 13 days approximately, and they spend another 8-9 hours to get back home. The disaster of Chernobyl nuclear power plant left a very sad imprint on the history of the development of Slavutich as a satellite city. We have created a book of memory, and about 1,400 dead Chernobyl workers have already been listed in it.
My name is Alexandra. I was also born and raised in Slavutic, and I will continue. From the name of all the Slavutic people, I wanted to say that we also remember that 13 years ago, on March 11, an earthquake and tsunami caused the terrible accident at the Japanese Fukushima. This accident is comparable to the accidents at Chernobyl in scope of nuclear engineering. More than 18,000 people died, and almost 500,000 lost their homes and had to relocate. Unfortunately, the consequences of these tragedies did not teach Russia elementary things. Nuclear weapon will never bring peace and prosperity to the world. Nuclear weapons, which Russia is now threatening Ukraine with, will cause consequences for millions of times worse than Chernobyl and Fukushima disaster. And this time, not only Ukraine, but the whole world and Europe can be hurt. This year, on April 17, Russians attacked Chernihiv, which is about 40 kilometers from us. 18 people died and 17 were injured, including 4 children. The world should help Ukraine in this war and prevent Russia from using nuclear weapons. Ukrainian and Japanese, like no others in the world, understand the tragic consequences of nuclear disasters for people and the environment, for the world and life. We are grateful to the Japanese people and all other democratic countries that support Ukraine in liberating our land from the Russian invaders. We also want to say that Slavutic will never forget about our friendship with Japan. Right now, our city is enjoying sakura blossoms on the trees that we planted together in 2017 to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relationships with Japan and Ukraine. We are grateful for the support of Japan to Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.
Вы уже специалист на компьютерщиках. Дайте ее компьютер.
スラボテチからの二人は、もう、もう話を終わりました。終わったんだけど、あとは、
タチャラさんは言わなくていいのかな？
タチャナさんは、まあ、もし何かコンピューターのトラブルがありそうで、
そっか。じゃあ、ゲルニカから入っちゃっていいですか？聞いて。
はい、
ごめん、あなただ、ミラさん。
はい、私の自己紹介から。
自己紹介っていうか、メッセージ、長崎からの
メッセージ、そうです。はい。じゃあ私、まずはウクライナ語から始まります。はい。Доброго дня. День у нас вже трошечки вечір. Мене звати Мирослава, я з Києва, але зараз через війну, через Росію я навчаюся і живу в Нагасакі. Нагасакі, який також відомий своєю історією, дуже сумною історією з атомними бомбами, який є прикладом того, що стається, коли люди зловживають силою атому.
Прямо й зробить.
Нагасакі прийняв 10 українців як студентів, як вільних студентів такого вільного відвідування. Я ж навчаюсь на Нагасакі як магістр. І наш меседж для всіх вас і для всього світу – це те, що мир – це найкрихкіша і найдорогоцінніша коштовність у всьому світі. Ми маємо оберігати його усіма силами, як тільки це можливо, але, на жаль, мир не можна вберегти без боротьби. Як кажуть, хочеш миру, готуйся до війни, так. Ми маємо боротися за те, що дійсно наше. І лише тільки тоді, коли ми всі будемо об'єднані і діятимемо разом, ми зможемо нарешті досягти цієї утопічної мрії. 今から日本語に入ります。じゃあ、私言ったことは、ウクライナから避難した学生です。今はマスターコースを受けてて、 他の10人の女の子と一緒に勉強しています。私たちからのメッセージは、平和は壊れやすいです。壊れやすい宝物で、一生懸命守らないと失ってしまいます。私たちウクライナ人も、日本人たちも、特に長崎で住んでいた人たちは、この平和の価値をすごくわかります。こうです。じゃあ英語に翻訳しないですか？
英語もじゃあ、いいですか？
まあ、いいです。は
はい。
い。So, and a little bit in English. I'm sorry, I haven't been talking in English for a while. So, my name is Miroslava. I'm from Kiev, and as I live with other 10 girls, Ukrainian girls who were evacuated due to war from different zones, actually, from Skadovsk, from Donetsk, from different cities in the Ukraine. I was a lucky one, right? So we are studying here as free auditional students, but I'm studying here as a master degree student. And the message from all of us is that the peace is treasure. It's a beautiful treasure, beautiful diamond, which we should protect, but only if we are fighting, we can protect something. Only with our own strength. Only if we are united as nation, united as children of this world. 終わりです。
Thank you very much. Okay, now from Guernica City. We are connected from Guernica City in front of Guernica Tile Wall. My name is Minoru Watanabe, coordinator of today's event. I would like to introduce Mr. Asie Aricho, who is from Basque Country, who was a translator last year. And this year, Mr. is a speaker from Guernica City. Here he is. Please.
Okay. Hello, gentlemen. I speak to you today from a place that also needs speaker as a testament for the old war and during the year for peace. I speak of Picasso's masterpiece, you can see, Guernica. It is a powerful symbol born from the tragedy that befell the Gaza during the Spanish War. Devastation serves as a famous reminder for the people infected by cancer. Yet, as we gather across continents in Ukraine, Palestine, and Japan, we must recognize that scars of war are not confined to any one place. The echo to history was made in the release of families of whose names have been shattered by violence. The Basque Country strife and division. But from this shared suffering emerges a longing for peace is universal. Today, as we stand together in spirit, let us embrace the vision of a world where children can play with safety, where families can feel their future without fear, and where the canvas of life is painted not with the darkness of war, but with the vibrant hues of hope and understanding. In advocating for peace, we must recognize the humanity that binds us all. Despite our differences, we share a common desire to live and harmony. Let us draw inspiration from Picasso's Guernica, a plea for compassion and solidarity, and pledge to work tirelessly towards reconciliation and dialogue. To the people of Ukraine, Palestine, and Japan, I offer these words. Let us transcend the barriers of conflict and division. Let us show in our communities and meet them with empathy and goodwill. May the spirit of Guernica guide us as we strive for a future where peace represents supreme, not just in our hearts, but in our world. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So
So message from Guernica is finished now.
the
The time is Mr. Kaneda.
Yes. So now I'm in Japan. Now already 5 o'clock in the late afternoon. I'm Kids Guernica representative of Kids Guernica International Project. I'm very glad to participate in this very meaningful online project connecting Spain, Ukraine, and other countries. I have been coordinating this Kids Guernica project for many years. Kids Guernica project will celebrate 30th anniversary next year, but the world is still full of repeated violence and conflicts. I have to say that a peaceful world is very far from being realized. In such a situation, sometimes, not sometimes, very often, I feel very desperate and hopeless. But, however, the children's pure desire for peace expressed in their paintings gives us a hope for the future. So now in Ukraine, grandchildren are creating a new Kids Guernica peace painting in this current very difficult situation. It will definitely a strong message for the peace of the peace for the world and our solidarity and collaboration across the boundaries, which could realize this online meetings, online program, will be a great force to realize a peaceful world. Today, I have a special guest. I would like to introduce Mr. Navindra Rajbandari, a professor of Shiljana College of Fine Arts in Kathmandu. He had several experiences of coordinating Kids Guernica projects in Nepal, and this summer he will coordinate a new Kids Guernica project in Nepal. So I would like to have a special peace message from him, from a country of the Buddha's birthplace. So please give us a peace message, Navindra-san.
Якимось таким, щоб на домі працювати.
You can just you please mute.
Ага. Ведений, вони троє. Того дня, коли у мене, я ти при спорті, хоча я тут дивлюся, у вас футбол є, малий, мені тут, ну, враховуючи мої ці перепіки, у нас робота. Треба тримати. Щоб на малій точно буде. Мої ситуації пов'язані з і розбитий маленький город. Господи, да, реально така ситуація, що свой отряд не можу бросити. В мене такі маленькі україномовні, це я російськомовний, завдячуючи їм я мовний. Вони в нас від народження україномовні. Я розумію, вони такі виховані в такому жорсткому. Самі такі вже.
Пані Тетяна, я перепрошую, у вас мікрофон увімкнений.
Okay. Okay. So now, so please give us Navindra, please.
Good afternoon, namaste. My name is Navindra, and I am coordinating this KISS Guernica project in Nepal. And presently, I teach at Suzana College of Fine Arts also. And it would, I'm looking forward to meet you in this summer soon. And to the best of my knowledge, as Mr. Kaneda told me that this time we are going to have a mural at Nagarkot, yeah? Nagarkot, a few kilometers away from Kathmandu. And hope to see you all there very soon. Thank you.
And please give some special message from country of the Buddha's birthplace.
Yeah, since
Lord Buddha always wishes a peaceful world.
I'm very happy to see all these new friends, especially from Ukraine. And as as a very peace-loving people, we are very much sad to see and hear the news related to this Russia-Ukraine war these days. And obviously, war is never good for mankind. However, but since the very evolution of the human civilization, the human beings are having war, and the best way, to make aware about to make an anti-war feeling among the people all over the world, that would be the best tool would be art and culture. Yeah, it's my view. So hope that our endeavor of this this small effort of KISS Guernica will be able to make some contribution, in this making awareness against the war. So we love you all, and we hope that this war will cease soon, and the people from Ukraine will be back to their happy days once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Arado-san, next.
Okay, the final is from Philippines. Philippines, お願いします。
Шановні представники Ірпеня, вам слово.
Good day. My name is Oksana Pilevich. I am a director of Irpin Vocational College of Economics and Law. It is a prestigious educational center of Kiev region that trains qualified professionals like lawyers, financials, and computer specialists. Irpin Vocational College of Economics and Law is located in the picturesque, modern, comfortable city of Irpin in the suburbs of Kiev, which unfortunately was under the occupation for a long time and was repeatedly bombed. The city restrained the enemy on the way to the capital and received the title Irpin, the city hero. As a result of fierce fighting, 70% of the social and residential infrastructure of Irpin was destroyed. Nowadays, Irpin continues recover from the invasion of Russians, and the reconstruction of the city continues. Residents of Irpin are returning home, rejoicing that they are free. And at the same time, they mourn the soldiers who gave their lives in the battle of the city, and the civilians whose lives were cruelly and cynically taken away by the invaders. Our college went through the occupation, and from the very first days of the war suffered a lot of shelling, of fire in the educational buildings, the sport hall. But despite everything, our college withstood. Unfortunately, after the Russian aggression, we suffered significant material losses. But owing to charitable help, we are gradually recovering. Today's event aims convey to the world information about the scale of the catastrophe caused by the war waged by the Russian Federation on the territory of Ukraine. The need to protect the environment in order preserve the future of our planet, to call for peace with the help of children's drawings of Guernica, because students who drew them hope to live in a world where peace and harmony reign. We want to say our thank you, Mr. Watanabe, for the opportunity to join the Kids Guernica project.
War provides nations with a common experiences, similar memories, emotions, and feelings. Japan, like no other, feels the pain of the Ukrainian people who are suffering the horrors of the war. Both Ukraine and Japan were united by a common disaster, the largest nuclear power plant accidents in history. About 8,000 kilometers and a quarter of a century separate the Chernobyl and Fukushima nuclear power plant disasters. And today, on April the 26th, 2024, on the 38th anniversary of the disaster at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, we gathered with you to remind the world about the nuclear danger. Today, Chernobyl is a place that has experienced the second disaster in a row. In 2022, Russian troops invaded the Chernobyl exclusion zone, which had been preserved for decades in order to restrict the further spread of radiation and destruction. Place of the world's largest nuclear power plant disasters ever has become a threat again. For almost 36 days, the Chernobyl zone suffered from looting and destructive actions. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant the largest nuclear power plant in Europe, has been seized by the Russian military since March the 4th, 2022. The Russian Federation places military equipment and ammunition on the site of the station. The Russians are also shelling the station itself, causing the shutdown of the power units. Any of such incidents is extremely dangerous for the nuclear and radiation safety for the entire continent. But has the humanity already drawn the conclusion for itself based on the bitter experience? The threat of the Third World War, which will become nuclear, has already appeared before the humanity. Unfortunately, now we're once again faced with a similar challenge. Russia repeatedly threatens with the nuclear weapons. With the full-scale invention of the Russian army, a new stage of the Russian-Ukrainian Liberation War, which has been ongoing since 2014, began. For our country, it became a people's war for independence and sovereignty, for its civilization choice and belonging to European civilization. The war that is going on now is not a terrible nightmare, but a terrible part of our history. Every day we learn about the terrible stories of millions of families. The Russian army kills civilians, destroys residential buildings, destroys cities and villages. Many people are forced to move to other cities to save their lives. The whole world witnesses this horror. Every day, we, Ukrainians, pay too high price for our freedom and independence. We pay with the lives of our defenders, the lives of children and adults. Among those who died are students, graduates, and the teacher of our college.
The war is a terrible and destructive phenomenon that touched every Ukrainian family and became a part of our lives. War, how many associations it awakens in us? Pain, heroism, patriotism, longing for loved ones, love, hatred, and an immense desire for peace. However, even it became the basis for creativity. Art has always been a mirror of social events. Progressive artists were not aloof from what was happening in their countries. And of course, the topic of war was painful for many of them. Pablo Picasso, with his painting Guernica, sought to draw attention to the bombing of city Guernica. And students of our college joined the Kids Guernica project. Our students rethink their emotions and depict on canvases the horrors of war. But we are all united with the hope for peace and the desire for victory. Peace. This word sounds different throughout the continents of the earth, but everywhere it means opportunity to live under a clear blue sky, to live, to study, to work. Children want peace. They draw in shelters, dream about it. They draw their houses. Someone is already destroyed. They draw a wheat field that is on fire. In the blue sky, children draw storks, but our sky is pierced by roar of rockets and explosions. We believe that above the lands of Ukraine, about us and you, the golden sun will shine bright in the peaceful blue clear sky. And we will learn to understand and respect each other, and a new history will begin on our earth, the history of humanity which does not know war. At the end of our meeting, we would like to present you with a dance performed by students of our college, but we are not able to show it to live due to the destruction of premises, so we made a video recording.
На світанні сонце й дим, мало хто знає, що ж буде з ним, що буде завтра, юних думках. Когось надія, а в когось страх. Гілля хале похилилося, мама, кому ж не молилися, скільки ще забере вона твоїх дітей. Твоя війна, стали батьками, доньки й сини, все кольорові, бачу сни. Цілували руки брехні за тихі ночі віддали дні. Гілля хале похилилося, мама, кому ж не молилися, ще забере вона твоїх дітей, не твоя війна. там, де без поту, і там, де без сліз, тільки не було в тому мети. Я так не можу, а як зможеш ти? Гілля калин похилилося, мама, не тим ми молилися. Скільки іще забере вона твоїх дітей, не твоя війна. Гілля калин похилилося, мама, кому ж ми молилися? Скільки ще забере вона твоїх дітей, не твоя війна? Скільки ще забере вона твоїх дітей, не твоя війна? Твоїх дітей, не твоя війна.
Відродження. З чим ви асоціюєте це слово? Для мене це птах Фенікс. В передмісті Кіото є маленьке місто Удзі. Саме там розташований відомий монастир Бьодуїн. Однією з окрас цього храмового комплексу, якому близько 1000 років, є золотий птах Фенікс. Це потужний символ оновлення, віри та надії на краще. Міста, що об'єднав наш телеміст, пережили страшні руйнування, катастрофи світового масштабу. І ці міста, як той птах Фенікс, відродились і продовжують повертатись до життя. І річниця таких страшних подій, як бомбардування Герніки та Чорнобильська аварія, це привід голосно на весь світ говорити про мир, безпеку та майбутнє. Дякуємо всім за підтримку та щиро бажаємо миру. We want to thank everyone for their support and sincerely hope for peace. 皆様のご支援に感謝、トロとともに平和を心から願っております。
今から私、まずは英語に翻訳します。So I'll translate I'll translate it in English. So from European, we just had a peace message. Anna, пані Анна, так? Anna just told us that for her to rebirth means it's a bird named Phoenix, and that cities that had survived those great tragedies and catastrophes, just like a phoenix bird, they got reborn, and slowly but steadily they started to live again. We need to remember that peace is really important. We already had these catastrophes like bombarding of Guernica, the explosion on Chernobyl power plant. So we believe that slowly, step by step, cities will be getting to this idea of peace and will get better and get rebuilt again. ちょっと日本語に、できるだけ。じゃあ、アナさんからは、ちょっと、日本語で何と言えばいいかわからないけど、レベルスは、ちょっと。
不死鳥。
市長。
不死鳥。
そう。
不死鳥。
私たちの町は、今はフェニックスの鳥のように、一度最後まで燃えてしまって、 灰になって、けどこの灰からもっと美しい新しい命が現れた。フェニックスの鳥のように、グレニカも、ウクライナの街も、同じように新しい生活を始めようとします。アナさんもイルピンからも心からの感謝を伝えたいです。はい。
ありがとう。ありがとうございました。広島も長崎も、広島and Nagasaki also, they're completely burned out and destroyed. But now they become the modern, a beautiful town of peace. So let's work together. Thank you very much. 金田さん、じゃあ最後の締めを。Mr. Canada?
So, just I want to repeat again. Thank you very much for getting for this very meaningful program. And Kids Guernica is a symbolic project to emphasize, to build a peaceful world through art, imagination, and creativity. I believe every child has very good, innocent creativity and imagination. Spanish great painter Pablo Picasso said, every child is an artist. But the problem is when we grown up, we don't not become an artist. So we must say every child is a pacifist, peaceful, loving. And the problem, when we grown up, we will forget the importance of peace. So we want, just I said, next year, Kids Guernica Project will celebrate the 30th anniversary. I hope the world, even a little bit, we are we are approaching and step by step for the peaceful world. And I believe we want to believe the power of solidarity and children's innocent imagination and creativity. Thank you very much for today.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much from Guernica, and thank you for all the friends and hope for the peace from everywhere. Thank you.
Is it okay to finish? Right.